morning, delivery fam, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with UDM on the Life of a Gig Worker podcast. In this episode, we are going to be talking about a driver that exploits a drunk customer. What's up, Josh? How you doing, bro?
Yo, man, it's a great day today.
It's a great day today? Yeah?
It's a great day.
I mean, it's been kind of rough over here, bro. It's been a lot of rain, a lot of bad weather.
Well, we got a little bit of rain here. It was like a random 5-minute monsoon, and then it was done.
Yours was a 5-minute. Mine was more like I want to say maybe like more like 45-minute monsoon, like downpour, like can't see the car in front of me. That's how bad it was.
Welcome to Florida.
But hey, listen, you've done rideshare, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any like bad experience, like from dealing with like bad customers? Because I've seen a lot of bad customer type driver experiences online.
I'll be honest. I've had a couple that I've had to kick out before, but I mean, nothing to where it was. I mean, now I'm lying. Nothing to where I've resulted to violence, if that makes sense.
Okay. I mean, I've avoided rideshare because of a lot of what I've seen online and a lot of the things that has happened with people in South Florida, like the spring break stuff, right? Like the really weird stuff. So I'm just more like, I just stay away from it. But in this one here, where you hear about a driver that exploits a drunk customer, like what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I mean, I've had drunk customers literally throw themselves at me. So I could see how easy it could be. And I guess it depends on the circumstance. I mean, I guess there's no good circumstance to exploit somebody. But I mean, if they're drunk, take them home. I typically try to stay away from doing the late nights so that I don't have to take drunk customers, because there's a lot of dangers that come with that, not just the exploitation. It's the cleaning up the vomit that nobody wants to do.
Yeah, that's like what is it? $150 cleanup fee or something?
No, not anymore. They try to nickel and dime you. So they're like, oh, go get it detailed or go get it extracted or whatever, and we'll give you the exact amount. But you don't cover the lost revenue. You don't cover the the emotional, I wouldn't say emotional damage, but the mental stress of me driving my car with puke in it until the next day, leaving it sit to get it detailed the next day.
Yeah. So
it ain't worth it.
So what are they offering now? So we could dive into this story.
Yeah, it's basically just like they're going to be really slick about it, but they're going to say, we need a detailed receipt of what was done to your car. And then they'll try to nickel and dime you on it. Like I had a $150 detail where they're like, look, we're only going to cover $99.
Wow.
Yeah. So
they're almost like operating like insurance.
Yeah. Like this is your payout. That's what you get. Good luck.
Wow. So you got to cover the rest of it. Wow.
Yeah.
And this is Uber or this is like Lyft?
Yeah, that was Uber. Lyft was a little bit easier for me to get my cleaning fees out of. Mm-hmm. They never really asked for a receipt. I haven't had a claim recently, but a year and a half ago, they didn't ask me for a receipt. Well,
let's dive into this because this is a very interesting story, right? Because I'm not even going to let's dive into it. All right. This is next level right here. Check this out, y'all.
I got my hands on probable cause documents, which say the father and the family were able to stop assault by attacking the Uber driver. 58-year-old Ahmed Ali, an Uber driver accused of a heinous crime.
Where they're asking that the court find probable cause for in the second degree and kidnapping in the first degree.
Probable cause documents I obtained say Ali picked up a woman from a bar who was too intoxicated to get home herself. The victim relying on Ali's service as a rideshare driver to get back safely. Instead, documents say Ali used his Uber app to make it seem like he dropped the victim off, then drove here to this secluded location outside of Olympia and the victim.
Hold on. Let's just hold really quick. How from your perspective as an Uber driver, how do you make it seem like you dropped the customer off? You just mark it as arrived? Like what is it?
So there's a couple of ways you could do this. You could either just complete the trip and just swipe to complete. It'll ask you if you're at the right location. You just hit yes. Or you could go to the location, say they're passed out or whatever, and they don't notice. You can just mark yourself, you could drive to the location and mark yourself as complete, get paid for the whole trip and keep going. Mm-hmm. Or you could GPS your location to the address and mark yourself from there.
Okay. All right. Let's just rewind a little bit here and continue.
Outside of Olympia and the victim.
She is fearful if he is released, or expressed that she would be fearful if he is released.
The probable cause documents say the family of the victim got worried when the woman did not return home. The father, using his phone, tracked his daughter's location to the scene of the assault and found the victim naked in the back seat of Ali's car, with Ali scrambling back to the front seat, trying to pull his pants up.
There is a substantial danger that the defendant will commit a new violent crime, and this is based on the nature of these allegations.
Documents say the victim's family beat up Ali, and at least 2 shots were fired. Investigators say Ali tried to flee the scene, despite medics saying he needed help. In court, Ali still had bandages on his hands. Near the scene of the attack, I spoke to a dad who told me it's horrifying to hear what happened to someone else's daughter on Father's Day weekend.
To me, it's justice, and it should have never happened to begin with, right? That it's just disgusting, but I'm glad the dad was able to be there.
The suspect is a father himself of 5 children. The courtroom was packed with family and neighbors in support of Ali. Investigators say Ali's daughter actually reported her father missing to police on the day he's accused of being someone else's child.
A judge found probable.
There's a lot to unpack there.
All right, I'll let you go first. Come on.
So he got a family of 5. They're all in a courtroom. But, there's a lot of probable cause there. They tracked the vehicle down. So, A, how did they track the vehicle down? Why was your vehicle there? And why were your pants down? There's a lot of probable cause there, a lot to unpack. So, and he's got family and friends supporting him. I don't get it. It seems like they got him dead to rights.
Now, there were some things I was trying to read up on the screen here, with a lot of the documents that they put on the screen. I'm trying to find it here, but okay, so I'm gonna read this, right? The highlighted part: back door of Ali's vehicle to see blank fully naked. So the young lady was fully naked, and Ali
Rambling back to the front.
Ali is over here jumping over the center console from the back to the front of the vehicle. She said it appeared as if he was trying to hold his pants up.
But where did you think he was gonna go?
And the young lady was intoxicated. So it's like, what? I'm trying to find. There's absolutely no reason. I can't find any reason or any explanation why he would act as if he dropped her off and then took her somewhere else other than, oh, you're under the influence. Let me take you somewhere and take advantage of you. And probably in his mind, he is not expecting her father or whoever to track her location from her device and then for what turned out to be a beatdown.
I can't even find an excuse for him. It's one thing if the customer's passed out and they can't get out of your vehicle and you can't wake them up, but there's a button for that. There's a button for that.
But when you say a button, like calling the police, right?
Yeah, well, you can call the police. Support can assist you. You can hit the "I don't feel safe" button. There's so many buttons in Uber. I know in the last episode we talked about DoorDash not doing so many things to protect the experience, but with Uber there are so many different buttons you can hit with the ADT. You could have called the police. You could have called EMTs. You could have reached out, got on her phone, and called someone that maybe knew her. You could have knocked on the door. There were just so many different options. So there, like I said, he had intentions.
And you have a family. All right, so I don't know this man. I don't know him. And just seeing how he has his family there supporting him. I mean, I get the family would. It's too much to. It's just too much to understand. Like, how did my father get caught up in some crap like this?
It's an odd fucking situation because you can't even defend yourself. They saw her fully naked. You was trying to hold your pants up, bouncing over the center console. Like, there was way too much here for you to be like, oh, I'm innocent. I need all these people to support and say I'm a great guy.
Now, you know what? There's more to unpack here because they put a few documents on the screen. And I just want to, look at this. Look at this section here. Ali stated that 4 unknown males exited from another vehicle, one of whom had a firearm, and proceeded to forcefully open the doors and assault him. But right before that, it says he stated that he had been completing an Uber route and dropping a female off in the area of 6th Ave.
But
so how did you end up in another location? He also said, I guess the rest of it, the subjects took his phone and then fled back to their vehicle, leaving the area. Ali could not provide any more specific details and was unable to provide any information about his Uber route other than dropping a female off.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit all day because you can go back and see your rides. You can even see, you can go on Uber.com if somebody steals your phone. Like, there's avenues for that. So you wasn't picking up nobody. Because, I mean, in the first page that you had up, it showed that they saw the female in the back of the vehicle completely naked.
Right, exactly.
So there was somebody there. And, I mean, just coming from my thought processes, you didn't pick shit up because ain't nobody going to get in your car with somebody else in the car unless you're on an Uber pool. Like, what? I mean, he do look like he do got 2 black shiners on his face, though. Look at him.
I mean,
bags.
All right. I have kids, man. And I could only imagine the rage that I would feel seeing someone doing something to my child. Even if they are an adult, they're doing something to my child in a secluded area.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You're not the only one. I mean, if he goes to prison, like I said, at the end of the day, there's 2 of the worst types of people in prison, jail, whatever. Those who touch women and those who touch children in a negative manner. And this is one of them. Like, I feel the same way, even though I don't have children. You assaulted a female, bro. Like, there ain't no helping you.
I don't even know what more to say here, man. I mean, this is the dark side of gig work exposed, right? It's one of those, a customer is not expecting to go through this, or another driver. There's been so many different situations with drivers, right? Where I've heard so many stories, and that's, like I said earlier in our conversation, this is one of the primary reasons why I don't do Uber. It's not because I feel any kind of thing that I'm going to do to somebody or anything like that. It's just more of, there's a lot of crazy people out here And sometimes the crazy person isn't just the rider. The crazy person is a driver.
I don't know how many Ubers I've been in where I had to question the safety of myself just by the demeanor of the person. Because as you know, when I did drive away as a contractor, a lot of your time is spent in Ubers going to the airport, or
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like you did it too. Like a lot of your time is spent in a ride share or in a vehicle with another person that's driving you that you don't know. So there's a lot of stigma behind that. And it is dangerous. Like as a Uber driver myself, when passengers get in, you can feel the vibe right when they get in. You know, the sketchy ones sit right behind you. They're quiet. They don't say nothing. The open and friendly ones sit to the right hand side. They start messing with the AC. They immediately get in and say, "How you doing?"
Wait, there's a process of understand. You saying the sketchy ones, they sit right behind you. They don't say anything. The nice, friendly ones, or the one that I guess the experience is going to be better. They don't sit directly behind you, and they're more open and friendly.
Yeah. The weirdest one that you have to watch out for are the overly friendly ones that want to sit in the front seat.
Why is that?
Because it's too close. Like, you too close to me now. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's a group of people and there's 4 people, then of course somebody could sit up front. But if it's just one person and you're getting into the Uber and you hop in the front seat and you're overly friendly, to me that throws off a red flag. Why are you trying to get close to me? Why are you being friendly? You're trying to get me to trust you. You're gonna pull some shady shit. Like, that's just the security set of my mind, because I've had it before where a dude sits up front. He's acting all friendly. He's all nice, just overly friendly, asking about, like, do I have kids? Do I have a family? Who, am I married? This, that, the other. Which are normal questions. It's just the way you go about asking them that makes it feel weird. And then as soon as I go to drop him off, he went to go grab my phone. Luckily, I had the camera, and I was like, "Look, bro, you don't want to die over a phone."
That whole situation this makes it worse for me, man. I don't like strangers in my vehicle. Like,
No.
Why would you? Like, even today, I was picking up a catering order, and I'm on my way out, and this random lady just walks up to me and she said, "Hey, can I use your phone?" Immediately, I get defensive. I don't know why. I started looking around just in case, right? She wanted to contact her sister because I guess her sister dropped her off in that parking lot, and she just wanted a phone to let her sister know where she is because she does not have a phone. I said, "Okay, you can use my phone, but I have to place the call for you, and I'm not giving you my phone." You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that'd be the same thing for me. Like, I wouldn't even place the call. To hell with that. I'll text her. I'll let her know you're here, and then I'm gonna bounce up out of here. I ain't got time for this.
So you wouldn't have placed the call? Why not?
Hell nah. So I mean, it just, to me, a call, it's like distracting you. So you're looking. Anytime you're ever on speakerphone, right? You got your phone in your hand. You're looking. You're like, oh, okay. Let me, it's on speakerphone. Let me make sure it's ringing. Let me see if the call connected. You're looking. Your distraction is away from the environment around you. So I would never make a phone call. I'd text them real quick and say, "Hey, your sister's at blah, 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 blah."
But texting is worse.
Nah, because I could quickly say, okay, for example, I could quickly say, "Hey, your sister wants to be picked up," and then click location and it drops a pin. I block the number. I walk away. Took 2 seconds.
I feel
Versus
like I just feel like it all depends. Once I know my eyes are occupied, my ears are wide open.
Oh, yeah.
So I pay attention to everything. I was paying attention to everything going on behind me, cars passing, and if I hear footsteps or not. Like, I was paying attention to everything. My ears are wide open. And in this case, I just said, I asked her for the number. She gave it to me in like 3-digit, 4-digit. Right.
Oh, so she had the etiquette. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
Right.
bum,
So
bum.
each time she told me the first, like the 3, I just put it in quick, looked around. You know? Then the next 3, put it in quick, looked around. And the last 4, boom, 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 boom. And then I put it on speaker and I'm holding it. And legitimately, she was just looking for her sister. And her sister was, I guess, in the store just to buy time and whatnot because she had to do something in the plaza. So I'm using that because in that situation, I didn't know that customer. I'm not customer. I didn't know that person, right? Just a random person. And now you're telling me ride share. I have to either get into a vehicle, which I have, but I was trying to get money at the time, right? Drive away, right? Yeah. So it's like I have to get into a random stranger's vehicle that I don't know what their mental state is. And listen, I had to drive 2 hours in a vehicle with in an Uber to I forgot the city I had to go to in Florida, but I had to drive 2 hours. And this guy was hauling ass, dude.
I remember that. That's when y'all went to Pensacola.
No, not Pensacola. I'm talking about ride share. Like I am in the back seat and it's the guy, I think we were going to Vero Beach or something like that. We were going,
that was a car offer one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a good distance. And he was hauling ass. Okay. Now, that is a type, it wasn't as bad as this next one, right? I'll just speed past that one and go to this next one. It was closer to home, but this guy, when he found out he had to drive about an hour to drop me off, I looked at the speedometer. He was doing over 100 the whole way. Now try to understand where I'm coming from. As a passenger, I am on edge. I don't know what mental state this guy is in, what he plan on doing. He's going super fast over the speed limit. I'm okay with my cousin driving that fast, but I don't know what this guy is on. He might be on something, and I'm trying to bring it back to the main story, right? You don't know who that driver is. You don't know who the passenger is. That whole situation just sounds really jacked up for some kind of bad thing to happen. And in this case, unfortunately, this young lady was assaulted. But at the same time, whoever she was with and she got drunk with them, they deserve a foot up they behind for letting her go by herself.
Oh, the bar? I mean, she had to have been leaving a bar or something, you know what I mean? Or a friend's house. But somebody ordered that. If you are that far gone, you did not order that Uber for yourself.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. How did she get, if she was that far gone, how did she get that Uber? And whoever got her that Uber deserves just all them lumps, just like Ali got.
Give him more.
All them lumps. You see him right there. Uh-huh.
Look at them 2 black eyes.
But still, he a family man, and he just, man, this whole thing is just sad. But rideshare, I'm just terrified of it, man. I'm terrified of it. You can't blame me. I don't care if a person's watching this in the comment section. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be doing rideshare, and I don't feel comfortable getting in anyone's vehicle. I even going to the airport. You know how much I try to find somebody to take me to the airport instead of just relying on an Uber or a Lyft or something? Man, I'd be like, man, babe, you can't skip work and just take me to the airport. like seriously, bro. I'm just that paranoid. And stories like this, it makes it even worse.
It does.
It makes it even worse, bro. So, I mean, any last words, bro, on this topic, because it's a sensitive topic to me, especially having a daughter, right? And knowing how that father probably felt, that rage that he felt. Not just the fact that I have a daughter, but any of my kids, bro. I am super protective over my entire family. My wife, She knows.
I'm
She
not.
know.
I'm not saying what this dude did was right, but what I am gonna say is, you know, you as a father, you know, the first thing that you have to teach your daughter that just went off to college, you know, have a safety plan. You know what I mean? You're gonna go out drinking, fine, have fun, have a blast, but have a safety plan. If you have a few too many and you start getting cognitively foggy, call me. Let me come and get you wherever you're at, or let me figure something out that's safe. Because Uber is not the safe route for that. It's not. Because you can't defend yourself.
And the father had tracking
On her phone.
app on her phone or something like that. Yeah. But
Exactly.
maybe it's a
So,
find. Maybe it was Find My iPhone.
yeah,
Or
find
something
my
like that.
iPhone or Life 360, but have a safety plan in place. And even if they're not drunk, have a safety plan in place. You know, again, you're a father as your daughter. When she gets into an Uber by herself, don't let her talk about where she's going. If she's going somewhere alone, always say something along the lines of, "I'm going to meet my friends," or "I'm going to meet my family. They're waiting for me." You know what I mean? Hit those trigger words, because if a predator hears those words, they're going to be like, "Oh shit, somebody's expecting me," or they're expecting this person to be dropped off.
Yeah.
If they don't show up, it's an immediate phone call. So you got to teach yourself special safety measures if you're going to use an Uber, and make sure that you avoid it in the most vulnerable times.
Now, the last story I'll share here, it doesn't even have anything to do with Ali and, you know, this whole assault situation. But I saw a video online of a young lady getting into an Uber, and she says, all of a sudden you just hear her say, "Hurry up, he's gonna something," and the next thing you know, you hear blah blah blah, man shooting at the car.
I think I seen
And the
this from
driver and the
Chicago.
driver and the driver's like, man, like he pissed. I would be pissed too.
Play the video. I keep it quiet. Play the video.
What video?
You say you want to show me something. Oh, you sharing the story. Okay.
I was just sharing the story. All right, but I guess at this point now, the audience might want to know what video I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find it. But you're gonna have to keep them entertained until I find it.
So there's a lot that's behind that story, because she called an Uber and she's currently in a fight with her man, right? And whatever happens, basically they're in this argument, and she knows they're coming for her. She knows, and hops up in an Uber, endangering that driver's life.
Nice and easy too. Like ain't nothing going on.
Ain't nothing going on. Just easy peasy. Bro, that's a Chicago folks right there. Ain't nothing going on. You don't need to know my business. And she just hop up in the car all smooth, like, and she like, "All right, you gotta go. They're about to shoot. They're about to shoot." And then he take off and he duck off, go around 3-4 blocks. And then he lets her out. He like, "Hey man, you gotta hop up out of here. Like, I don't know what you with, but it ain't with me."
Yeah, and I just found it. All right, so let's take a look at this for the sake of the audience. All right, it was playing in the background, but I'm a put it up here. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna rewind it. Just change things up a little bit.
It's an old head too. Look how old he is. That's an OG right there. That's Uncle Buck.
Sorry, but let's take a look at this real quick. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I refuse to do rideshare. Okay, this part of gig work, the dark side of gig work. No, I will lose my mind on. I don't even know what happened with this customer after the fact. But let's go.
Look at this smooth. What to do? I'm in.
Nice and easy.
Go, go, go. You finna shoot up the car.
You see, you knew that shit was coming.
What the What is that? What the is that? What the was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Let me call the police.
Yeah, you
For
don't want to
what?
answer that fucking,
You don't wanna answer that question.
fucking question.
Are you
She
kidding
knew.
me, bro?
See, that's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. She got somebody else involved in her fucking bullshit. And she want to sit here and play like, oh, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Hell nah. Now that the shots are over, you getting the fuck up out my car, bro. For real.
But wouldn't there be some kind of charge on the driver for putting her in danger?
Hell nah.
I mean, think about it.
Bitch, that's your people's.
Yeah, I get it. But if you stop the vehicle and you force her to get out.
I'm not no fucking peacekeeper.
No. All right. So this is maybe someone in the comments could help me translate this. But what I'm saying is, like if you see something or like if what is it called? Not a citizen's arrest. I forgot the proper terminology, but it's like if you
say something,
you see something, you say something, or like if you see something happening, just because you see it happening, you're required. Are you required?
You gotta
you gotta call. You gotta do something about it. Not necessarily intervene, but you gotta call somebody. You gotta make sure that you can assist in some way.
Oh hell no, that's for EMTs. So here's
wait. Before you give me all the proper stuff, you're telling me if I see something happening, I'm not required by law to report it?
In Chicago? Hell no. That's how snitches get stitches, my homie. Hell
I understand.
No.
I understand snitches get stitches. It's not just Chicago. That is a universal.
Bro,
snitches get stitches.
Wherever you are where this is going on is the rule. That's the rule there.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But the picture I'm trying to paint here is if he were to stop that vehicle and force her out, wouldn't the police now question him for his actions of putting her out when he knew danger was nearby?
Not really. I'm protecting me and my life. Shit, get the fuck up out of here, bro.
But you already drove off.
Yeah, I drove off. I got you a block down the road. You safe now. Get the fuck out. Bro, yeah, I was your getaway driver for about half a block and a half, whatever. Get the fuck up out. Like, nah, we ain't got time for none of that, bro. Zero. You get the and shit. He in Chicago. Get the fuck out, or I'm gonna pop you my damn self. Get the fuck out. Like, yo, I ain't got no. Hell no. Hell no.
I can't say that I can blame you at all. I get it. I 100% get it. I was just looking. I was trying to look at it from the lens of, well, if he were to stop the vehicle, Josh, and then let her out or force her to get out, and then he take off after that, it's like he putting her in danger because he ain't that far. He ain't drive that far.
That's her own fucking fault. You called me and put me in danger. I'm putting you right back in your own fucking situation. Here you are, back where you was. Hey, that was the same. You were in the same situation that I picked you up from. Hey, guess what? I'm not a cop. I'm not here to protect you. I'm here to transport you from point A to point B. And if there is something unsafe about point A to point B or point A or point B, you getting the fuck out in between. Getting the fuck out.
Okay, all right. Now,
there ain't no get out, bro. We escalated past that.
We escalated past that. Okay, now this is the part that really got me.
What the was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Nothing.
Let me call the police.
Let me call the police. What's up, that, bro? Now, if that man were to get hit, she would be like, I didn't know he would do that. Right?
Yeah.
That is just messed up. That's messed up on a whole. I wonder how that whole thing played out. Is there like a additional story behind this? Like how?
Not that I know a whole lot about it, but the only thing that came out on social media was that she was basically beefing with her man or whoever was there, and she ordered an Uber to get the fuck up out of the situation. But you now involve somebody else in your bullshit.
Yeah,
there's a whole saying: my bullshit is not your bullshit. I mean, Kevin Hart did it backwards, but don't put me in your bullshit. I don't know you.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Obviously, there's a lot of danger in gig work, right? It doesn't matter if it's rideshare. It doesn't matter if it's food delivery or grocery shopping. There's so much from the driver's perspective, the customer's perspective. Even, dude, even sometimes with all these like crazy mass shootings and stuff that happened in like grocery stores, right? Man, listen, even shopping, I'm so paranoid in 2024. I don't even know how to exist in society, bro. Like I go to work and I come home. I go to work and come home. My wife, my kids, my daughter, especially my daughter, oh, you never do anything. My wife, we are homebodies, bro. We're homebodies. It's just too chaotic outside. So
see, I go and I do stuff, but listen, if you ever see me out in public and you see I got my little man purse on, watch how you approach me.
You said man purse. Listen,
it's a man purse.
You call it what you want to,
but it got that thing in it.
I try my best to look at everybody in a more positive light, and I try to not automatically assume that you are out to get me. You know what I mean?
It's hard to do nowadays.
It is, because you just don't know who is who. Man, I had some random guy walking down the doggone street. I pull up at the stop sign. He's crossing on the sidewalk. I stop for him to go. Like, you better stop, you mother.
Lock the door.
I'm like, dude, I stopped. And you're not cussing me out for stopping? And you're telling me I had better stop? And then he walking away and he cussing me out. And I'm like, if I was a different person, I would have cussed you. I would have got out of something, but it's like, why? Why? I'm trying to process it. Why are you doing this to me when I did something for you?
My road rage wouldn't have handled it. I would have been like, oh, so you want me to keep going? Fuck you. All right, let's go.
Wow. Hey, listen, there's obviously a lot of dangers, bro. There's a lot of dangers. It's just the same as some people don't want to move to certain cities or certain areas because, it's dangerous. It's the crime rate in Florida is high. Like there's crime everywhere though. So we can't really get away from dangers, but I feel like as gig workers, we put ourselves in those situations because of the orders that we choose to accept, or the riders, in your case, that you choose to allow to get in your vehicle and in the front seat or right behind you when it's sketchy. Like, you should tell that person, hey, put a big sign behind your headrest and say, no passengers should sit behind me. Something.
I got a sign that's back there. It's got like a Darth Vader logo, and it says, people who don't tip sit here.
Well, damn.
Oh yeah, bro.
So
I'm just fucking like blunt with it.
Ain't that like tip shaming though?
Yeah, hell yeah. Those be the people that be sketchy as hell, and they read that sign, they giggle a little bit. So once I hear the little giggle, I'm good.
And they don't tip you, huh?
Oh, I mean, some do, some don't. It is what it is. That's every gig job though. Some do, some don't.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, fam. I mean, you got to be safe out here. There's all types of crazies, right? The crazy can be the driver. If you're a customer and you're watching this, the crazy can be the customer. You just don't know. So you just got to be very aware and make the smartest decisions that you can make in any of those situations, and use the safety features that are available within the app. Okay.
Yes.
If you're a driver, use it. If you're a customer, use it, because it's just crazy. 2024, I don't know what 2030 is going to be like.
See,
there's a lot more to come.
Every time I go online, this is my favorite feature. Every time I go online, my wife get a text message with a little link, and when she click it, it shows my car that goes around the map.
Yeah.
You can hear her in the background, huh?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. She's confirming. Oh, he's getting fussed out now. Like he ain't telling the truth. Yeah.
Gotta love it, bro.
Oh man, that is uneditable. We cannot edit that out. That is perfect. Are you still on the podcast? Yep. But Josh, any last words relating to this topic, man, about just the dangers of gig work, or just the dark side of gig work?
Nah, I mean, you pretty much covered it. I mean, with the dark side of gig work, you guys got to protect yourself, whether that be doing your thing or, using what's available to you in the app. I just think that, like I said, there's so much that people leave on the table as far as not taking advantage of these features. They're there for you. You're paying for them because they're taking your money away. Might as well use them, right?
He said they're taking your money away, literally. Okay.
Yeah, they take your money for it. You paying for it. You might as well use it.
Yeah, might as well. So, I guess before we wrap this up and call it a night, if you do rideshare and a customer comes in and is intoxicated, how would you handle that?
So there's levels of intoxication that I'll accept. Obviously, when you can smell the alcohol, they're pretty drunk. But the whole giggly, I don't know where the fuck I'm at, that's a no-go. I'm canceling the ride. And I basically, I don't say I'm an Uber and my vehicle's not marked when I show up. And I do that on purpose. So especially at night, if you're looking for an Uber, you're going to consciously look for the license plate and stuff. So that's how I know your conscience and your cognitive ability is there. If you basically roll up to the window and you're like, "Hey, are you an Uber?" Well, I might be. Who are you looking for? And if they fumble with their phone and they can't figure it out, nah, I ain't an Uber, but it might be behind me. Just keep looking.
So you pass up on the ride.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Because those are the rides that get you in trouble. Not only are they probably going to vomit in your car because they get motion sick or whatever, but those are the rides that those people will do the whole, they touched me, they did this, they did that. And I happen to fit the profile when people look at my name in the computer. You know what I mean? I'm the type of guy that has a record. So for them, it's automatically believable. So it's one of those where it's like, nah, I take my chances. I'm still a good person.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Well, fam, be safe out there, right? Whether you're a driver or a customer, okay? Just be safe, because you don't know where it's going to come from, when it's going to come, and you just got to be prepared every which way that you can. Just the same way I told Josh about me letting the person use the phone. Every 3 digits, I stopped and I paid attention. I was scanning. When my eyes was on my phone, my ears was scanning. I was constantly scanning. If my eyes were occupied, ears scanning. If ears occupied, eyes scanning. You know what I mean? So just be as safe as you can out there, fam. And we'll see you in the next episode. Deuces.